All right, we're live. So yeah, we have PMI composite today, 15 minutes after the open. So that almost makes you want to just sit back until after that. And then we have factory orders and ISM services index. Those are both numbers that will move the market a little bit. So we'll just see how things play out. Like I said, there's so much news going on. Even today, I didn't expect three different things that will move the market, but here we are. So let's be smart. No reason to go and try to force random trades. I'll go through a couple names that I'll be watching. There's no setups that I'm looking at for off the open, but just so we're all on the same page, we do have Powell speaking at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I believe he's testifying in front of Congress. I don't know exactly what or why, but they're I'm sure that they're going to be grilling him. So asking very tough questions. He's a good speaker, so he might be able to kind of dodge them a little bit if they are really hard questions. So I don't know. We'll see. And then he also speaks at 10 a.m. Eastern again on Thursday. So it's kind of a continuation of Wednesday's speech or testimony. So we also have Jolts at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow as well. We have a couple Fed speakers. We have some petroleum news. And we have an employment situation news coming out on Friday. And then, our normal jobless claims on Thursday and just, a couple other little numbers. So nothing I really need to get into that deep, but just so we know, we have Powell 2 days in a row. I haven't seen that in a long time. So that could cause some chaos. So I hope we're all ready for that. Tesla had a really big sell-off yesterday. I'm not really a huge fan of the levels that we're at right now. But maybe there's a trade here. We do have some sort of support here. You could tell at 182. So maybe if we get a bounce off the open up to maybe 185-ish, the whole market's rolling over. It's super weak. I might take this through this 182 level and look to maybe target around 180. Nothing super fancy. They had bad news. They were down about 15% in Chinese sales, I believe. Something like that. But 15% on tens of thousands of cars. I think they expected 70,000 or 75,000, and they came in at 60,000. So that's a decent chunk of change. I don't know if this is going to continue. It's a pretty decent move. So I wouldn't be surprised if buyers did want to come in here and maybe we have a little bounce day. But I think it's all going to depend on the overall market. NVIDIA, pretty crazy day yesterday. AMD did not follow NVIDIA quite as strong at all. So probably, I'm not opposed to playing the upside again. I do like the 875 number. So I might look at that if the market is seemingly strong and, we can bounce up there. We did drop pre-market here quite a bit, about 20 points, and now we're bought all the way back up. So there is a little bit of strength here coming into the open. So I'll keep that on watch. We're still about $15 away, 20-ish dollars away, really. From 875. So that's already going to be a pretty decent move up there before we even get to our levels. So just something to have on side watch. AMD, you can tell gap down with NVIDIA, but it hasn't gotten bought up nearly as hard. SMC, I'm not even going to get into. ARM, I was really liking the setup to the upside yesterday, and I don't know if news came out or what, but this thing just got killed. Just, about 30 minutes after the open, dropped and never stopped. So that may be taken off watch unless we can get back up here into the upper 140s. So it is what it is. Good morning, Charlie. Let's see, what else do we have here? Meta, I wanted to see this hold above 500. We didn't see that. We're now just kind of falling back into this chop area. Not really interested in playing that, especially if the whole market's going to be choppy. Guys, it just doesn't make sense to force any trades here. You guys that are my regulars know I talked about this Apple trade for 2 weeks, and look how perfect that was. I caught a good move on it on Friday. I didn't catch anything yesterday, and we're just kind of gapping down. Both days really, yesterday and this morning, we're just a lot of the move is happening pre-market. I think 170 is a pretty decent support, so I'm not going to look to press this any harder to the short side, but. Guys, I hope you can remember me talking about this many, many, many times about breaking 180, holding under, and then it's, it could get killed. So That's just when patience pays there. And look, we kind of have the same setup here on VA. I mean, look, it's almost identical. 200 to 180 is kind of what I would be looking for. I don't think it can happen in one day, but you're seeing it try to get under 200, just like Apple was at 180. If we can just start holding under this, it could just be stop loss central for anyone trying to go long, and we can see a really nice drop. I thought yesterday was probably going to be the day, and then Boeing got some sort of contract for some new 737 Maxes. So it bounced the whole stock up, but we're now opening under 200 again. So I will keep this on watch. Probably just going to wait for it to come back down closer to lows, maybe around 197. I'd be interested in it. Maybe see how it reacts around 198. To me, that makes the most sense. So just patience today. Do you guys have any tickers you want me to go over? I think I'm pretty much done here. Netflix fell back in. Not really going to be interested in that. Mara and Riot really aren't trading that well. With Bitcoin ripping, I would think these would at least be up near highs, and they're not. They're falling back. So maybe there's a balance play in there, but that's just not really what I do. So I'm going to stay away from that. One last thing here, Coin. Let's see what this is doing. Opening up near highs. That's good. What's this resistance here? Nothing that important. I don't even know why this line is there. I don't know. I'll watch Coin probably on the side here. We did touch all-time highs yesterday on Bitcoin, I believe. So pretty crazy. Okay, AVAV. Let's see what we got. Wow. Okay, so up pretty good on earnings. Obviously, when there's earnings, the IV on contracts is going to inflate. So if you're looking to play this, I'm not even going to say your name. Just let the contracts deflate so the value comes down, and then look to play it. It looks strong. I don't know. Maybe there's a trade there. It looks like we're up here near. Is that all-time highs? Let's see. That original high there is 143. It looks like it's all-time highs. Yeah. So pretty solid levels up here that we broke through. We're up around 153. I would look for maybe a little bit of a pullback. I wouldn't look to play that off the open, or at least chase a new high off the open. So got about 3 minutes left here. Why is Bitcoin ripping? Yeah, the halving for sure. Also, I mean, you got to think all the semiconductors are doing good, and that's going to come into Bitcoin mining and stuff like that. So just overall good news, but also look at the stock market. We're just going new high after new high. So Myrna, what's going on with Myrna, Latvian? Yeah, is my audio doing okay? Okay. Well, JWAG, I hope you can get that fixed. Latvian, I mean, we're just kind of range bound right now, but as you can tell, this this little pattern here, this little wedge doesn't look bad. So breaking up here, I'd be interested around 100. I don't think I'm going to be looking to play anything in this area right now. So I'm going to set some alerts here, and I'm just going to let that kind of set up for me. But right now, I mean, it looks like they had okay earnings, bounced up, kind of retraced halfway through, just kind of coiling up here. So once one side breaks, that's kind of where I'll be interested. And it's just kind of a patience game until that happens. So what else we got? No other tickers. I'm not seeing anything on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. All right. Well, cool. We got about a minute and 30 seconds. I don't really know what I want to watch right off the open. Probably pay attention to BA pretty closely today. See if this thing wants to get weak for us. I'll probably trade maybe the 195 puts. Let's see what these look like. Tesla, Tiger. Yeah. I mean, this broke down, but this may be something I actually should be watching off the open. You have a little bit of room on BA, so you changed my mind. Good job. Rickelstein, McDonald's. What's going on, McDonald's? Looks pretty slow to me. I mean, it looks like it might be time for a reversal. That's really all I can give you on that. I don't really trade McDonald's that much, and it's very slow. So I'm more of a quick little day trader. But Tesla, let's see if this wants to give us a little bounce here off the open. I'm not going to chase it if it just goes red. I'm going to trade the 180 puts. I'll have those loaded up. And I need to watch BA on the side here just in case. But we do have a lot of room on that, so I can give it a little bit of time. But yeah, okay, so 180 puts on Tesla loaded up. Nothing too fancy. Not going to chase it, like I said. Looking for a kind of a bounce here. Maybe play the low a day and then try to catch this 182 break. This has room to 180, I would think. Will I hold through the whole move? Probably not. So here we go. Target's at 10%. Okay, I guess the earnings are okay this morning. Come on, Tesla. I need to see a bounce. Market's getting a bit weak here. There we go. See how that's a little fake out there? If we would have just tried to chase that red candle, that would have hurt. 182. There's a little wall at 182, so I do like to see that. Want to see volume stay nice and high. Wow, they're just going to rip this right down without giving us a chance. Too risky, guys. No reason to force this off the open here. These next 3 days are going to be you need to be very cautious. So we'll watch to see if it breaks. I would love to see it bounce here again. Broke through. We still have the 180 level we can look at. So if the weakness continues, then great. Yesterday, it moved like 20 points. So look at that. That's exactly why we don't force it. Contracts are about $300. Not bad. ARM is dropping off a cliff again. Tesla back up to high a day as the market is slipping pretty hard here. The only thing is, I feel like Tesla, after a pretty big move down, I mean, we're already down 2.5% here just to open the day. So that's why I got to see some sort of bounce. Ideally, we come and test 185. Market stays weak, and then we can see a really aggressive rollover here. Then we can play the low a day and look for maybe that 180 level to come get tested. We'll see what happens. Market's still slipping, so ideally I would want to see a small little relief bounce on the overall market so Tesla has a chance to get up a bit higher, because it looks like it's trying to bounce, but when the NASDAQ is falling as hard as it is, it might not give Tesla that chance. 182 coming back in here. Just can't force that. Under 182 on the bid. New low coming in. Seems to be struggling with this level, which I do like to see. Nice little buy up there. Beautiful. All right, so ideally we can see 185 here. ES is slipping a little bit, which is good. Whole market's dying right now, so Tesla is holding up very, very well. Let's see, where's BA? Not doing much. Okay, good. I'm happy with still watching Tesla. NVIDIA falling, SMCI falling, AMD doing nothing. Okay, cool. So we can keep watching this here. It's interesting, though. Like I said, I like the way it's holding, but it needs to be moving with the market strong. The market's doing the right thing. We're really slipping up, and Tesla's holding the support here. So definitely think we're going to see a little bit of a bounce here. You can just tell. I'll quickly show you guys in queue for y'all watching my screen. This is the NASDAQ just completely slipping here. And then you see Tesla holding up really well. What is going on my screen? There we go. So like I said, ideally we can see 185 here. Struggling to get it through this high a day though. 183.50. Market's still slipping here. Here we go. Get up there. SPY and the Qs are both still falling really, really hard here. Really hard. Look at this. Look at futures, guys. The timing of this isn't great. Tesla's trying to kind of relief bounce here. And I want it to be slipping when the market's weak like this. It would make it really clean. Meta 493, ARM 132. Wow. Nice, Gio. Getting a little bounce here in the market. Let's see how hard Tesla wants to bounce here for us, if at all. Wow, that was an aggressive kind of pullback there a little bit. Pay attention to this. I got the 180 puts loaded up. I might try this low a day. It looks like buyers are starting to give up a little bit. They couldn't push Tesla much higher. Market's weak. All right, I'm going to take a small starter here and look to see if we can get a break of low a day. I want to see this get under 182 here ASAP. I have a 275 fill. As long as we can hold under VWAP here, I like it. Or under the opening print as well here at 183. Market's still staying weak, and now Tesla just doesn't really want to go for us. Going to use a high a day as a stop loss here. Don't need to give it much room. Nice rejection there. About 40 cents off, 30 cents off. This looks really nice and weak, guys. As long as the market stays weak with us, this should be pretty clean. I do think 180 is in store for us if we can break through this low a day with some momentum here. $0.30 off here. 24, 23. You can tell buyers are doing their best here to try to hold this. Don't be afraid to take some profits if you'd like around this low. Once I can see this low a day break, that's where I'm going to add the rest of my position here. I don't want to be in too heavy and risk getting caught in a bounce. It's the only reason I'm trying to be patient here. 25 cents off, 20, 13, 10, 7, 2. Should break through 82 right here. I definitely want to see a low a day get taken out. If we don't see a low a day, I'll probably just get out pretty quickly. I want to see this flush. 10 cents. Come on, Tesla. Let me see it. A little bit of bounce here. 5 cents, 1 cent. We should break through here. Watch the bid. We're bouncing. 1 cent. You haven't broken under 82 yet. I don't like to see that. Let's see if sellers can push this back down. I was pretty nicely green there. Nice little green to red candle. Let's go, Tesla. Slip right through here for us. Market's trying to bounce a little bit, though. It's the only thing I'm seeing that I don't like. I love the weakness, though. 12 cents, 8, 6, 5. There we go. Broke right through. Let's see if we can get a low a day. I'm going to scale some out on a low a day. I'm up really nicely here. 320 a contract. Let's go. Give me a little bit more than that. Scale out of some. I want to see a close under 182. That'll keep me in this trade. I don't like that buy up here. I'm going to take some more off. Still nicely green there on that low. Look at that fake out. Okay, that's good. This might just take a little while for a 180 test, but that's really not what you want to see at all. You need to see that candle close under. You missed it. That's okay, Gio. It didn't play out as well as I thought it could. Market just bounced right on us. Anyone catch any of that? Contracts went for about 315 there. That wasn't terrible. Here we go. We're coming back through. Trying to, at least. We're just getting a crazy like V-shaped reversal here in the market. So until they can roll this back over with Tesla, I think Tesla's just going to wait. Like this test of VWAP here. If they can hold it under 183, to me, that's going to prove weakness. You can tell a lot of people wanted to try to short this. So if buyers can push this up and put pressure on them, we might see a nice little bounce through high day here. Market's trying to roll over again. Let's see how hard Tesla wants to come back down. Coming back through here. Seeing the NASDAQ and S&P starting to roll over a little bit. $182.70 here. Still about 70 cents off from that low. Typically, when you see a new low break like that, and you don't see it close under or continue, and you see a wick like that, it should be muscle memory for you to just instantly boom, get out. That's why it's good to always take profits on the low to lock some in just in case of that, and then boom, you can basically stop out, break even if it's that quick. Back above 183 here. The market did roll over, so I don't really like Tesla's action right now. Let's see here. It's $60. Nice, RB. Yeah, I was definitely up a lot more. But yeah, scaling out is what kind of saved us there. It's all right. That's why we do it. And that's why I tell you guys scale out, because especially in this market right now, I'm seeing a lot more fake outs. So it's not my favorite price action for sure. See another rejection here, a high a day. I am seeing the NASDAQ going for low a day here. SPY is just kind of sitting in the middle of the day's range. I would love to see all this stuff roll back over again. I think Tesla still has a chance. It's just we gotta fully give up this level here, and I think 180 should be pretty easy. I don't see really anything else going on here. Still seeing some weakness in the overall market, so this could be quick if it happens again. Seeing a little bounce here on NQ. Some nice selling pressure coming in though on Tesla. 180 puts have the most volume on any sort of option for expiring this week. It kind of means I'm looking at the right thing here. But maybe it happens later in the week, It's only Tuesday. You see a lot more of these bottom side wicks here than you're seeing on the top. So to me, that just proves that any sort of dip here, buyers are just coming in and scooping up shares. Tesla, kind of a weak candle there on a NQ and ES red. There we go. There's the bounce. BA ripped up to 201, so that's going to be off watch until it comes back down. Yeah, BA is gone. So this is a good time to read some price action here. Looking at these downside wicks, it just proves to you that there's a lot of buyers down here. But if we can take those buyers out, that's where we could really get a solid slip, and that's what I'm kind of banking on here. I'm not in anything, but just so you guys get the idea, 182 has been a decent support. We've tried to come down and break it, and you could see these bounces. Yeah, I would still trade the 180 puts for sure. Those have the most volume if you go look at the option chain of any other contract Tesla has today. What's going on, Porter? Just super choppy action right now. Big move down on Tesla, so I kind of expect this, but I want to see it start moving here pretty soon before the weakness in the overall market starts giving up. Here we go. It's a good candle, but volume is key here, guys. Look down here. That volume was low on that candle, so it was easy to buy that back up. Look at that. Wow. Honestly, this price action makes me think we might just see a bounce day. We might just see a bounce. This could rip through high a day here and go for 185 as the market's falling. So, I mean, I'm not going to try it, but like I've been saying for the last 5 minutes, you're only seeing bottom side wicks here. Really strong buy-ups. Netflix 602, BA 201. Not really seeing anything that special. Nvidia's kind of chopped up. I don't know. You guys see anything else? I want you to notice something though too. So Tesla, we're kind of sitting right above, right next to the high of the day. And you're looking at, we see NQ and ES really still falling nicely here, right? So what does that mean? Well, Tesla has a little bit more of a strong buying pressure than the overall market, right? So if we do see a quick little bounce in futures, well, what's going to be one of the first stocks to start pushing? Well, you're going to go look for the strong names, and Tesla's one of the stronger names. So if we do see a bounce here on NQ, I can probably guess that Tesla's going to go for it here. I mean, we're still falling on the market, and Tesla's making new highs. So it is what it is. We'll see if we can find any sort of selling pressure up here. I would love to see some big topside wicks up here and maybe just a nice rejection back under 183.50. And then that might be what happens here. Yeah, big wick. As futures are getting crushed. I hate that. The video folding right over here. What do you guys think? Do you think we topped out on a video, or you think we guys can go see like maybe 1,000? To me, 1,000 is crazy, but I didn't think that we would see 875 in one day. Big wick on. Yeah, not bad. I mean, that looks like a pretty decent buy up there, but this definitely seems like it struggled much more than the other semiconductors. So keep that into consideration. Micron's doing okay still. Tesla, so nice rejection there. You know, sometimes guys, when they want to short a stock like this, I mean, you got to think there's always manipulation in a lot of the stuff that we trade, right? So maybe they would try to bounce it up, wanting to get some shares short up here. So then they try to bounce it up, get their levels, dump it, and then we get our move. So you never really know. ES is going for low a day. Nasdaq sitting around low a day. Would love to see Tesla catch up here pretty aggressively. But like I said earlier, volume is going to be key. So look for a reversal with volume, and that's going to kind of be a trigger for us to really focus in on it. VA so at 201. Everything's just kind of chopping around a little bit. Tesla's moving higher. Bitcoin, I think, just made a new all-time high, guys. Yep, just barely. Maybe we go for 70,000 today. That'd be crazy. Sorry, Porter. I didn't have my headphones on. I didn't hear any of that. Yeah. Absolute insanity. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, this has just been such an aggressive move. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see people profit take kind of right around all-time highs here, but then I'm also not going to be surprised at all if we, rip up to maybe 80, at least 75, 80,000 before there's any sort of pullback. I don't know. There could be a short squeeze here with anyone leveraged short from highs. I don't know. But Jay, yeah, you're in here. You can hop on mic. You're the man for this. I don't know what I'm doing talking. I wonder if Powell talks about it in the next 2 days. Yeah, I mean, who knows what he's gonna pull out in his bag of tricks, but he or maybe he bought a bunch and he wants this to go to 100. So maybe he says something good. Who knows? Let me look up some details on what he's going to be talking about because it's not like an FOMC meeting when he's getting up and present, like, giving a speech. It's a testimony. So, Okay, so he's expected to provide a testimony about monetary policy to the House of Representatives on Wednesday and the Senate on Thursday. Huh. Uh-oh. So yeah, I mean, guys, I think the overall market's just kind of weighed on this stuff. Crypto seems to not care, but we have the Nasdaq falling, S&P is kind of chopping, but still coming down. A lot of the stocks though are moving completely opposite, which to me is crazy. We have AMD moving to highs right now. Tesla's seemingly strong. BA is strong. Netflix is one of the weaker ones. Meta is completely choppy. Just really, really weird price action right now. So Tesla is coming back in, so I do like to see that. But like I said, volume is going to be key here. Yeah, Porter, I agree. I mean, I don't know how much longer this can last, and I think we're all in agreement that when we do find the top, and especially if there's some bad news that comes out, it's going to be a violent sell off. Tesla under VWAP here, under 183 as well. Volume starting to kick up here, guys. Kind of what I want to see. We have news in 4 minutes though, so I really don't want to see this happen. Yeah, Stickman, definitely. Target, let's see how that did. Can take BA off for now. That's surprising. I think that surprised a lot of people. But again, retail holiday season numbers, so just saw a tweet here. Tesla says it's very concerned with the safety sorry, the safety of its employees. What? Well, Porter, looks like you're gonna get it. All right, so we got about 2.5 minutes here till news. I really don't want to try to take this trade here, but man, is it moving the right way. Come on, Tesla, don't do this to me. Meta is the most stagnant stock I've ever seen right now. AMD going for new highs. Nvidia's not. Come on, news. Got 2 minutes here. Come on, Tesla, don't do this here. I can't signal this, guys. There's no way I can do it with a minute and a half until news. Market could easily bounce, especially being down this much. If you thought this fake out was bad, you have no idea. Come on, Tesla, just wait for us. Under that 50-cent level. About 270 a contract here. 1 minute till news. Both power lines. Wow. Yeah, Tesla's been a rough 6-8 months for Tesla. Yeah, it makes sense then, JWAG. All right, 30 seconds here. Tesla's going to start getting weak too, right whenever I need this to wait. But like I said, I can't do anything about that with news. So 7 seconds. 2, 1. A little bit of a pop here, it looks like. Later, Jay. Thanks for coming in. Market pushed a little bit. Tesla didn't move much. I like that. Market ripping. Maybe that's what's gonna create the bottom for the day. I don't know. NQ did just roll back over. And then got bought right back up. Back to 184. AMD up to around 204, 205. Not bad. Big reason why you need to know when news is. So you can be patient on something like that. If there was no news, I would probably look to have gotten in on Tesla there, or if I didn't know there was news. And then you get caught in this, which would hurt. Contracts from about 270 to 215 here. Up to high a day on ES. Just really don't want to watch anything else. I don't think there's any other setups here. Bitcoin just hit 70,000, guys. No way. Market seems to be slowing up a little bit here at highs. Tesla's now moving pretty strong. Let's see what's high a day. 84.50. Guys, got any questions or anything I'm going to go over? Kind of a slow time right now, just kind of watching everything. Scalped coin. It's not bad. Almost got the 240 break. Bitcoin through 70,000. Wow. Wow. Let's see what the profit taking's like up here at 70,000. Tesla trying to pull back in here. Market's starting to roll over a little bit. Oh my God, guys, Bitcoin just dropped $2,000. Back to 69,000 there. That was crazy. You may want to pull up that chart if you guys have the time. I look away for 1 second. What a move. The whole market might downturn here. That's insane. Look at this. I'll send a screenshot in the chat here. Tesla back at VWAP here. Bounce back to 69,000. Everything's kind of rolling over on that. Wow. Tesla coming in weak here. See, his 180 puts are 260. Later, man. Tesla coming back down in here. It's they're either gonna bounce it again or maybe they break 182. I just don't think it's worth just trying it again. I'll take my little bit here, but if anyone is interested in it, I mean, under 182, you need to see the low a day break. And I think 180 is very doable. Whole market just rolled over with Bitcoin, just the biggest profit take I've ever seen. $2,000 move there ish in about 2 minutes. Yeah. Tesla green to red candle. Here we go, 182.30. See what you got, Tesla. You gonna bounce again or what? Market's staying pretty weak here, so I do like to see that. We've just seen bounces all day. You can tell right now, if you guys look at ES and NQ, that they're falling, and Tesla's trying to do everything it can to kind of catch a bottom here. I mean, it is support, so there is going to be some sort of buying pressure here, but this is really ready to slip. We should see. There we go. There's that aggressive move. This doesn't look terrible. Market's now pretty extended to the downside. It could be an easy spot for a bounce. We did just take out that 182 wall though. So let's see if they can even hit low a day here. Finally got it under. Low a day is about 10 cents away. Nice. Really nice move there. 290 a contract. Can't even make a new low though. Big reason why I'm not trading this right now is just it's not moving that good. I think there's still potential, but 40 minutes into the day, after multiple bounces, I don't really want to pay every time that it comes down here and bounces and take a stop loss, Netflix came into 600. They may do it here though on Tesla, 299 a contract. Let's see if they can take out this low. Market's bouncing hard though. Could be an easy bounce spot to fake some people out. It's trying to stay weak though. Look at this. It's kind of hovering right at 182 here. I hope you guys are watching futures and the stock that I'm talking about together so you know why I do this. They're almost tethered to each other. So right now, Tesla's trying to stay weak. So if the overall market does roll over here, it might be Tesla's turn to really slip up here. So we're seeing the top side wick on NQ. That's bearish. Tesla has a red candle. NQ just flipped green to red. Well, then, Chris, you can still use SPY and QQQ. I don't know if those will work or not for you for real-time data. But here we go. Low day coming in here on Tesla. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, those are the same thing. It's just kind of a weird preference for me for ES and NQ, but it's the same thing, SPY and QQQ. Look at that little bounce right there on low days. If they can go red to green, or sorry, green to red on this candle, just like that. And for y'all that don't know what that means, it's when it's a green candle gets pushed down into a red candle, which kind of helps with the momentum shift. There we go. Green to red through low a day, and there's your slip. 315 a contract. That's where I sold earlier, so I'm not mad at that. 320 now. It's just no continuation, guys. None of this is clean. I want to be trading Tesla when you see a couple candle continuation through low a day. It could still happen, but knowing Tesla, when you see chop like this, it's not really worth it. Yeah, you can pick up a couple bucks, but SMCI is doing nothing. That's a nice topside wick there on Tesla. Look at that. It's pretty solid. But I can't stay for that long today, guys. Unfortunately, I do have somewhere to be in about 1 hour. So, yeah, I got an exam here on supply chain management, so that's gonna be awesome. Jeremy Dennis, sorry, I'm a little late on your comment there. What news are you referring to? Nice little new low there on Tesla. I'm referring to the ISM Manufacturing Index. That's what came out 14 minutes ago. If you're still listening, Jeremy. Look at these contracts, not really moving that well either on Tesla. 320, 325 now. They're finally starting to pick up a little bit. But like I said earlier this morning, the 180 puts had the most volume by far. So those have the attention. 180 is out of the money still. So we might still see this move today. That's kind of why I can pick that target as well. I mean, I think a $2 move on Tesla, especially from a 182 level to a whole round number of 180, makes sense as well. So here we go. 340 a contract, man. There's the continuation right there. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bounce. We've had one green candle in the last like 15 minutes. So if anyone did take that trade at all, take some profits for sure. Wow, this is just going to slip right through. Well, the idea was there, I guess. Look at that. 180.75 here, 345 a contract. I mean, thought we would see a little bit more percent wise, but that's a solid move there. Oh, I got FOMO now. Look at the whole market too. NQ and ES really didn't slip up at all. So I mean, the timing is just so weird. They fell when Bitcoin did that, but the last 5 minutes they've been actually flat. So that proves the weakness on Tesla. That proves that 182 was a good support. So I was right on that. That if we did break that fully, that is going to be stop loss central for people trying to go long, and 180 is a target. So the idea was there. The execution, I guess, was not. Yeah, JWAG, me too. I wish I still had my position. I sold half for profit, half for break even on that first scalp there on low a day, and stayed away from this because of news for one, and two, the market wasn't going anywhere. 360 a contract here. Almost a full 30% from the original entry. Nice, Chris. Good. I would suspect a bounce here pretty soon, guys. So be careful. 180 is going to be a big target. We've had straight red candles for 20 minutes. So if anyone is in this, you probably need to be looking to start scaling out of most here. It could break 180, but I think chances are pretty low on that. About 20 cents off. I think 180 is going to be a little bit of a support here, but very, very aggressive move here to the downside. About 27 cents off. Yeah, 180 is going to mean a little something. One 180.12. Wow, Tesla really just gave up that. I'd be okay with seeing a bounce here up to maybe 181, 180, and then another rollover when the market's actually slipping, and then we could trade this 180 break. But the market is actually just now starting to slip again after like 10 minutes of consolidation. So Tesla might go for it right here. Wow, there's a huge wall at 180, guys. Be careful though. It's an easy spot to fake people out at. You could see another wick here on the bottom side. So don't chase here for sure. Do not chase here. Look at that volume spike. Million volume on that. Second biggest candle of the day. On a 25-cent break. There it goes. Wow. 410 a contract. Oh, Tesla. Just went straight for it without me. Oh, JWAG. Yeah, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be talking to me. Bounce back up to 180. Yeah, now SPY and then want to die. when Tesla gets down to 180. Timing wise, that was pretty bad, but solid move though. The idea was there 100%. Seychelles. Easy spot for a bounce here, guys, so be careful. Let's see what they do here. Let's see if sellers can hold this under 180. Nope. Might see some wicks here though, but like I've said, I think a relief bounce is due here on Tesla for sure. It's done nothing but sell off since 10:04 Eastern. So 16 minutes of red candles here. I'd still be okay with trying 180. Only a 40-cent break there. If we can bounce up to maybe 181, market stays weak, we can get that rollover. 180 is still going to act as a decent level. Get under, see a low a day, and get out of here. But they could just keep pulling this thing down because the market's not stopping. Just like that. All right, guys, I'm going to stick around for maybe 4 or 5 more minutes. If there's any more questions, ask away. I'm not going to be chasing really any of this, I don't think. But I'll have my desk still going. But I got to get started with my day. So if Tesla does end up giving us this bounce and start rolling over, if no one's streaming, I can hop in and walk us through this. Look at the selling pressure on times and sales. 6,000 shares, 9,000 shares, 5,000, 2,000. You're not seeing any buys anywhere near that. 3,000. There's a 3,000 buy finally. So little things that you can start working on, trying to notice. Some big sells. Meta bounced. Everything just kind of went down the roller coaster there with Bitcoin. That was pretty wild. I mean, Tesla still has room in it, guys. I don't want to count this out for the day. 175 is going to be that low down here. So that's another $5 move. Can they do it today? Maybe. I think that's kind of a low chance of happening, especially with what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day. But every $5 level, that's kind of what I've been telling you guys. Every $5 level is going to mean something. I mean, you can just see how they used it today. Kind of bounced up close to 185, down to 180. And I don't mean $5 level on every stock. I mean Tesla specifically. Sellers keeping this thing under 180. It's going to put even more pressure on guys who are trying to buy this. So they may start stopping out again, and you might see another slip. Look at this little H pattern here. I like these, but I like them more when they take 5-10 minutes, not 2 or 3. New low coming in. Oh man, this sucks to watch. It's okay. Made a little bit of money earlier. The market's not even making lows right now. Look at Tesla go. Barely made a new low though. Let's see if they continue it. 420, 425 a contract here. Original buy was 275. until volume starting to start dying off here. You had the volume peak on this solid move, and now it's coming back down. So markets are still making lows. So I mean, again, guys, this could grind down lower, but it's just gonna be kind of a slow move. I don't think we're gonna see any more crazy action. So yeah, I gotta go, guys. Thanks as always for showing up. Tomorrow, the next year, going to be exciting. So I'm not streaming tomorrow, but on Thursday I will have the Powell stream up as we're trading, so we can watch how he's moving the markets. Crypto or Bitcoin's down at 68,200. That's interesting. What else? Lesson tonight for free at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Thursday I believe is going to be my last PBU lesson before we jump into the coaching corner stuff. So for anyone that isn't going to be on my team, pop in and come join the last PBU, and also come tonight. It's a free one tonight. So I'll see you all there, and have a good rest of the day. Adios.